Hello, my friends. How are you today? I'm back here again today. Usually I'm not on twice in one day, but I wanted to talk a little bit today about the social media aspect of what I do here on Facebook and on YouTube and on Instagram and my casual interaction with TikTok. Now, a lot of people are not really into social media, but a lot of people use social media. There's a difference. But the business that I'm in and the work that I do requires for me to be on social media and to create content and to create things in order to generate income for myself and generate fellowship and fellowship at the same time in order for me to sustain a way of life and sustain a way of living, which I enjoy tremendously. It's a whole new way of approaching life in a whole different way to experience and share the messages and the things that I've been doing over my course of my life. But here recently with Facebook censoring some of my content, which is mostly for me to say hello and happy birthday to people, it was found to be, a violation of, so I guess spamming regulation. I'm spamming because I'm sending a repetitive message to multiple people, so it looks like I'm scamming them. But unfortunately, artificial intelligence doesn't have a way to distinguish feelings and emotion where people are sharing thoughts, and that's how I send hellos. Now, I can change my tone, I can change my video, I could probably just send a happy birthday and just be like everybody else, but I feel like it's more important for me to be myself and to feel what I'm sharing is important. And it's not me crying. It's just me trying to understand the process of what's happening, just because in light of what's been going on in the world. But I have come to the decision that I will keep Facebook, but I will not be present on Facebook like I have been in printing my videos and stuff. And I'm going to be moving a lot of my content to YouTube. Been doing my shows like I already do anyways, but I think a lot of my shows are going to be live from YouTube versus being live from Facebook, because what's happening is sometimes the connection is not well or doesn't load up properly, and I'll do as best I can to present my content here through Facebook to you. For those of you who follow me, I know I have 5,000 followers, which doesn't really mean anything in Facebook land. It just means that out of those 5,000 people, 25 people actually get notifications to you or have any idea what you're doing. So it's not like I'm actually contacting 5,000 people, because that's unrealistic in Facebook land. Facebook land gives you the illusion that you're free, gives you the illusion that you're navigating the windows and you're able to share with people. And, it's not true. It's not true. I come to learn that many years ago, that what I have learned is that I cannot allow my content to be suppressed, because I'm trying to express my feelings and emotion. Even though it's a private industry, a private company, they have the right to do whatever, I guess, whatever they want, if they truly want to, because they own it. But that's fine. And I also have the right to not post content here and not share my information and not buy, advertisement space like I have in the past for my salt room and for different projects that I've done in the past. So I'm not at battle with Facebook. It's just like leaving and getting another provider. I will be on Instagram, even though Facebook owns that. I actually generate more following through Instagram and through that platform, even though it's controlled by Facebook. But my content isn't suppressed like it is here, suppressed. I find that a lot of people actually report people. I've been reported because of those little fingers, happy birthday fingers, because people took it as a sexual connotation. And, until I saw that, maybe that it is for some people, and maybe it triggers something, emotion or whatever. Or maybe some people just want to be asses and just want to report you because they can. So I can't really be around that kind of energy and resonate on that energy. I'm going to be moving myself off of this platform slowly but surely over time. It's just become one big, huge scrapbook is what it has become, of pictures and events and memories and things. So I could put scrapbook just about anywhere I want. It just houses all my pictures and videos that I have created over the time I've been on Facebook. So I'm going to be going to YouTube. There is a link to my YouTube for you to subscribe. For those of you who want to subscribe to my page, just hit the subscribe button. And and join me there from time to time when you have the moment to do that. I believe sometimes we have to step away from the things that don't serve us any longer. So I'm stepping away slowly, but not cold turkey step away. I have to move out slowly, and a residual process has to occur on that. I'm also on TikTok, but TikTok is more of like my place to play. Being a playground setting. I'm not really relying on TikTok to carry my business. I don't. And that's not my point. I also need a place for an outlet for self-expression and comedy and different things that I do. I don't feel like I can do that on Instagram or on Facebook without someone getting butt hurt over my jokes or hurt over my content or something seems inappropriate. But either way, TikTok could probably ban me too for those things or shut me down. It doesn't matter. You just keep moving forward. But I feel the messages that I've shared over the years here on Facebook and throughout social media is shared, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing to the best of my ability the things that it's in my heart. It's super important, and so hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about. And so let's see here. Let's bring somebody join me here. Maybe they're going to join, maybe not. But anyhow, it's just one of those things that's happening right now in the world, and the world is in flux, and the world is changing. The world is finding its way uh, and to navigate under new waters and new situations, new circumstances. And so, you know, we have to learn to adapt and grow as well. So I'm learning to adapt and grow in this new environment as well, knowing that these changes are happening to everybody, not just myself, to everyone. The whole gamut, the whole perspective of life has been affected by just the sheer fact of the pandemic, the sheer fact of new leadership in the White House, in all the different countries, and all this affects everybody and how we move and how we navigate. Um, so I'm really happy to say that, so that I will still be around, but I will just let you know that I will be moving slowly away from Facebook. I will pop in from time to time. For those of you who want to get a hold of me on Messenger, I really don't go to Messenger. So if you're leaving me messages there, I apologize that I'm not responding because I don't really use Messenger. I don't like the format of Messenger. It seems kind of like it's just too easy to manipulate, and I don't like putting things there unless I truly have to. And sometimes it's the only place I can contact some of you. Now, I have created great friendships and relationships on Facebook. I've created some amazing, you know, connections and networks using Facebook. And at the same token, that's how we grow. It's a place to grow. It's a community. It's a place, but it also has served its purpose. I think it's also possibly dying. I have a feeling that it's not going to be around in the next maybe 5 to 10 years. That seems like a long time, but actually it's really not. I mean, it has survived as long as it has, and it's reaching a critical mass, I believe, even though they may not believe they are. Uh, People and consumers, we are very fickle. We are very to the point about how we're being served and how we're not being served. And so what I'm seeing now, a lot of people are blocking other people, refraining from getting notifications from other people. So the system has become, yes, I understand that, and the system has become a thing of not being able to cater and serve to the needs that you want to serve. I know that Facebook has options for following and creating content for just for someone like myself, but it doesn't work. It doesn't have the same interactivity as if I'm talking to you on my personal page. And I take a huge gamble and a huge risk sharing my feelings and emotions on my personal page. And, because there's things get posted and things to be shared. And sometimes I share things that it's not controversial, but it leaves you thinking what Iggy's thinking. Why is he saying that? Is he trying to stir the pot? Am I trying to be an ass? Am I trying to make people think? Sometimes you need somebody in your life who challenges you, someone who says, hey, let's look at it differently. Let's look at it like this. Let's move into this space and see what it feels like. And then it's your choice to decide if you're going to go there with me or not, or see it from my vantage point. I'm not saying my point's the right point. It's just my point. It's just where I'm at. it doesn't mean I'll always be there. So the true scenario and the true thing about social media, period, is a person like myself relies on social media in order to move content, move messages, and move the information that needs to be moved. I used to be in a bricks and mortar type business. I'm no longer in that anymore, except for the salt room, which is a whole different entity in itself. I've been in the restaurant business over 30 some years, and I'm no longer in that industry. And that industry served its purpose. Excuse me. Now I'm moving into a new phase, and hopefully I can have your support. Hopefully I can have you guys be there, cheering me on to keep sharing content, keep sharing things, listen to my podcast when you're able to, or follow it and get on my email address. You can go to iggygarcia.com and join my email list. Facebook would just be like for events and things. I will be using that. So I've already kind of cut back a lot. You've probably seen that I don't share like I used to share. I just find when I share, it's either uh, it's not necessarily an attack on me, but people attack each other. People attack each other and they fight on my timeline, and they become very hostile with each other. And I don't like to create that environment. I don't like to see that. It really breaks my heart to see that people can't have a grown-up conversation, I guess, and be adult about it. It just is what it is, I guess. I'm not here to judge or parent anybody in that aspect, but I'm just here to say, those kind of things are kind of heartbreaking to watch. That people are so set in their ways they won't let other people express their own feelings or emotions, especially on someone else's social media platform or account. So that's all I really wanted to share. That's all really I wanted to share. But I will be here on my show to share more things and bring new content. If there's some things you want me to talk about, some things you want me to share that I haven't shared, that that I kind of in the realm that I work in, the metaphysical and the holistic realms, if there's something you want me to cover, let me know. If you want to hear more interviews with different speakers and stuff, let me know. I'm open to all the possibilities and all the things to share those things with you. All right, guys, this is the Mind of Iggy. This is where I just share my feelings and emotions. I get a little bit raw. It doesn't necessarily mean I get too raw, but I try to let you see a side of me that you probably don't get to see all the time. You know, Sometimes we wear the panda head, and sometimes we don't, and sometimes we make people laugh, and sometimes we're drumming, and that's just part of who I am. That's just a snippet of my life. That's a piece of how I share with the world. I try to be as open as possible on this particular platform that I use, the Mind of Iggy. And then Iggy Garcia Live is more of it's a podcast where you listen and you share uh, a topic and ideas and stuff. But here in the Mind of Iggy, I try to give you me. I try to give you me, and I try to share myself with you, so you can see that we don't have to be always on stage and always performing to be or to get or to have people like you. And and if you're using social media for people to like you, then good luck. Have fun with it. I've never found that really works. Just the best thing to do is just be yourself on social media. Just be who you are. Be expressive. Just share from your heart. Share from your mind, from your spirit, from your gut. And people can see. People can see when you're genuine. People can tell. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I got some yard work to do, and I'm gonna go play in the dirt, get my fingers dirty a little bit, and get ready for the winter to come as we prepare everything in the fall. And with that, guys, I want to say thanks for being here. I appreciate you very much. I really appreciate all those who support me and those who listen to my podcast on Spotify, on YouTube, on iTunes, wherever any kind of iPod's free. You can actually find me when you type in my name, Iggy Garcia. You can find me out. So you have a great evening too, and I will see you next time here at Mind of Iggy or Iggy Garcia Live. And be well. Ho'oponopono matakuyasin. It's all love. Take care of yourself, guys. And it's good to be here. Never forget that. It's good to be here. That's very true and very good to the heart. Oh.